My son needs my help! You can't go, Goku! You're dead! Wake up! The world is depending on you, Gohan. Believe in yourself, son. Unleash your true power. It's the only way.
Yes, sir.
Was that Goku?
I know you're out there, Father. You came back to save me, and I won't let you down! I know you're kind. You think you can waltz in and just take our planet. Like you forgot one thing. I'm my father's son!
In the beginning, there were seven spheres of pure light, 7 keys to the infinite, scattered across the universe by a forgotten creator, waiting to be gathered by the worthy. That's the story they told you. That's the story you grew up watching. Goku, Bulma, and a lifetime of adventures hunting these mystical orbs across mountains, oceans, and enemy fortresses. It was a beautiful story. It was also a decoy, because while you were watching Goku gather Dragon Balls in the outside world, something far more important was happening inside you. Something the creators of the show knew. Something the ancient masters encoded in every frame. The 7 Dragon Balls were never scattered across Earth or Namek. They were placed along your spine. This is the truth they hid in plain sight. This is the initiation the ancients guarded for millennia. And today we begin the greatest gathering of your life, the hunt for your 7 internal Dragon Balls. Every ancient culture on Earth knew about these 7 spheres. The Egyptians built the pyramids aligned to them. The Nagas carved temples dedicated to them. The yogis of India spent entire lifetimes learning to awaken them. Then something happened. The knowledge was buried, the temples were closed, the initiations were stopped. Why? Because an awakened human is an uncontrollable human. A person with active Dragon Balls along their spine does not need kings, presidents, or priests to tell them who they are. They know, they feel, they are. And so the spheres were made myth. The spine was reduced to bone. The serpent was called imagination. But the spheres never left. They've been waiting, patiently, quietly, at the base of your spine, waiting for you to remember. Dragon Ball 1 rests at the base of your spine. It is red. Not because red is a pretty color, but because red is the frequency of survival, security, and the blood of your ancestors. In Sanskrit, they call this sphere Muladhara. It translates to root support or foundation. In DBZ terms, this is your ground, your gravity chamber floor, your home planet. Without a strong Dragon Ball 1, you are a Saiyan trying to fight on crumbling rock. Every punch you throw, the ground beneath you shifts. Every energy blast, you fall backward. Every transformation attempt, the power leaks out the bottom. You felt this. Dragon Ball 1 holds more than just your personal safety. It holds your lineage. In the show, Goku's most treasured ball was the 4-star, the one that held the spirit of his grandfather. But in your body, every Dragon Ball is a 4-star ball. Dragon Ball 1 holds the spirit of every ancestor who ever walked this planet through your bloodline. Your great-great-grandmother's survival through famine. your grandfather's escape from war, your parents' unspoken fears about money, safety, belonging. All of it lives here. When your Dragon Ball 1 is dim, you're not just carrying your own anxiety, you're carrying theirs. This is why you feel unsafe in rooms you've earned, why you apologize for taking up space, why some deep voice whispers, maybe this is all you deserve. That voice is not yours. That voice is your great-grandmother, still afraid. That voice is your grandfather, still running. That voice is generations of unhealed trauma, passed down like heirlooms nobody wanted. And it stops here. How do you know your Dragon Ball 1 is cracked? Let me describe the symptoms. See if any sound familiar. Physical symptoms: restless legs, always moving, never settled. Lower back pain that no chiropractor can fix. Feet that feel disconnected from the ground. Fatigue that sleep doesn't cure. Emotional symptoms: constant low-level anxiety. Nothing specific, just a hum of dread. Feeling like you don't belong anywhere. Apologizing constantly for your needs, your presence, your existence. Hoarding. Fear of not having enough. Money, food, love. Life symptoms: starting projects, never finishing. Relationships where you tolerate the intolerable. Success that feels hollow because you're waiting to be found out. A voice that says, you don't really belong here, everywhere you go. If any of this sounds familiar, listen closely. This is not who you are. This is what happens when Dragon Ball 1 is dim. And the good news? It can be repaired. The Nagas called this sphere the seat of the serpent. They depicted the spine as a coiled serpent sleeping at the base. Not a metaphor, an anatomical diagram. Here's the mind-blowing part. They said the serpent is coiled 3.5 times around the base of the spine. For thousands of years, modern science dismissed this as mythology. Then we invented the X-ray. The sacrum bone at the base of your spine is coiled exactly 3.5 times. The Nagas weren't guessing. They weren't making art. They were drawing your anatomy. They knew that at the base of every human spine lies a coiled potential, a sleeping dragon, waiting for the right frequency to rise. They knew this first sphere, Dragon Ball 1, is the gateway to everything. And they built entire civilizations around this single truth. The crown cannot shine until the root holds. The Egyptians didn't build the pyramids as tombs. They built them as initiation chambers. Every person who entered the Great Pyramid went through a ritual designed to awaken their 7 internal spheres. And the first stage of that ritual always happened at the base, the pyramid's foundation, the lowest chamber, the place where the initiate had to confront their fear of death, their attachment to the physical, their root. They knew something we've forgotten. You cannot ascend until you are willing to be fully here. You cannot reach for the stars while refusing to touch the dirt. The pyramid points to the sky, but it rests on the earth. Remember the Super Saiyan God ritual? 5 pure-hearted Saiyans channel their energy into a 6th. That energy transforms the receiver into something divine. That wasn't anime magic. That was a diagram of your chakra system. The 5 lower spheres, root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, channel their energy upward into the 6th and 7th, third eye, and crown. But look closely at the ritual. Who stands at the center? Who holds the circle together? All of them. But energetically, the foundation of that circle, the first Saiyan, the one who grounds the entire ritual, is Dragon Ball 1. Without a strong root, the circle collapses. The energy scatters. The transformation fails. This is why your transformations have been failing. You've been trying to go Super Saiyan God with a cracked Dragon Ball 1. You've been trying to ascend while your foundation leaks. It's not your fault. Nobody taught you this. But now you know. Let me tell you about Vegeta. The prince of all Saiyans spent his entire life running. Planet destroyed? Run. Frieza's ship? Run. Earth? Fight. But always with one eye on the exit. He didn't know how to root. He didn't know how to be still. He didn't know how to belong. Then something changed. A blue-haired woman refused to be afraid of him. A small boy looked at him like he was a hero. A planet stopped being a battleground and started being home. Vegeta didn't achieve his greatest power through rage. He didn't transcend through loss. He rooted. He finally found ground. Finally stopped running. Finally let himself belong somewhere. And that's when he became something more than a warrior. He became a protector. Your Dragon Ball 1 is waiting for the same thing. It's waiting for you to stop running, to stop apologizing, to stop treating your life like a temporary visit. This is your home. Your body is your planet. Your spine holds your Dragon Balls. It's time to root. You came here for transformation. Here is your first technique, the gravity reset. The Z fighters trained in 100 times Earth's gravity to strengthen their bodies. You will train in 1 times Earth's gravity to strengthen your soul. Because the problem isn't that you need more weight. The problem is you've been floating. The technique. Step 1. Find your ground. Bare earth. Dirt, grass, sand. Not concrete, not carpet, not a yoga mat. The earth speaks through living ground. Rubber soles on your shoes, you're insulated. Cut off. Floating. Step 2. Stand like a warrior. Feet shoulder-width apart. Knees slightly bent. Arms at your sides. Spine straight. Your Dragon Balls aligned. Step 3. Breathe like a Saiyan. In for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold for 4. This is called box breathing. It tells your nervous system, we are safe. We are here. We are not running. Step 4. Visualize the roots. See golden roots extending from the base of your spine, from Dragon Ball 1, through your legs, through your feet, deep into the planet's core. Not imagining, feeling. The earth is real. Your connection to it is real. Feel them wrap around crystals, magma, the molten iron heart of the world. Feel them anchor you to something that has existed for 4.5 billion years and will exist for 4.5 billion more. Step 5. Speak the incantation. Whisper or scream these words. I am here. I have always been here. My ancestors stand with me. My foundation is stone. No force in this universe can move me from this ground. Step 6. Stay. 3 minutes. Minimum. 5 minutes is better. 10 minutes? You're a Super Saiyan now. Do this every morning for 7 days. By day 7, your Dragon Ball 1 will glow again. This is not meditation. This is repair work. You are not praying to a god in the sky. You are plugging yourself back into the god beneath your feet. Your ancestors have been waiting for this. The serpent has been waiting for this. Your own soul has been waiting for this. Dragon Ball 1 is now in your hand. 6 remain. The dragon stirs. And here's the truth they never tell you in the show. You don't have to gather all 7 to make a wish. Each awakened Dragon Ball grants a wish of its own. Dragon Ball 1's wish is simple, ancient, unfashionable in a world that worships hustle and escape. The wish is, I belong exactly where I am. Not I will belong when I achieve something. Not I will belong when they accept me. Not I will belong when I finally escape this body, this place, this life. Now, here, as you are. This wish is the foundation of every transformation to come. You cannot go Super Saiyan while doubting your right to stand on the ground. You cannot ascend while apologizing for your existence. The root must hold before the crown can shine. 5 minutes a day, 7 days, a lifetime of foundation. This is the first sphere, the foundation of everything. In the next video, we ascend to Dragon Ball 2, the sacral sphere, the seat of creativity, passion, and the sacred other. But don't move up until your root holds. The gravity chamber is open. The training begins now. The dragon is waiting. Join the sanctum for the full 7-sphere protocol. Link in bio.